Guys, today in this video we are going to study a new topic. The name of the topic is graph. Guys, in this video we will first see the tally marks and then see pictograph, bar graph. Okay guys, and we will also see various examples based on this topic, that is on graphs. Okay, now first we start with the tally marks. Okay guys, so tally marks, it is basically representation of numbers by using a vertical line, or guys say lines. Okay, in which one vertical line represent a number 1. Okay guys, when there are more than one vertical lines, then value of number change. Okay, there is also a limitation of vertical lines. It is up to 4. Okay, meaning is that you can only draw a 4 lines which represent a number 4. Okay guys, however there is one other thing in tally marks. When you cut these 4 vertical lines by a slanting line, then it becomes 5. Okay, see here, 1 2 3 4. Now I cut this vertical line by this slanting line, so this becomes a 5 guys. Okay, so guys, now see here, tally marks number and here numeric value. Okay, see, suppose I draw here one vertical line, then its meaning is 1. When I draw 2 vertical lines, then its value is 2. When I draw 3 vertical lines, then it becomes 3. when you draw 4 vertical lines, then its value becomes 4 guys. Okay, for 5 you have seen this one equal to 5. Okay guys, now guys, this is up to 5 guys. When somebody asks you write down the value of 13 in tally marks number. Okay, so how could you write? So you guys know this represent 5. When you draw 4 vertical lines again and cut it by a slanting line, then it becomes 5 guys. So now 5 plus 5 10. Now you draw 3 more vertical lines. Okay guys, so this way you can represent 13. If somebody say to you write down 27. Okay, so how could you write it in tally marks number? So you have to draw first 5 fives. Okay, so here 5 plus 5 10 15 20 25, then again 2 more vertical lines. So guys, the value of 27 can be written as such way in tally marks number. Okay guys, now guys, we next see about a graph in which first we see pictograph. Okay guys, pictograph. Okay guys, so what will be the definition? When you represent or display some data or information by image or symbols, then it is called pictograph. Okay guys, some notable points when you draw a pictograph is each symbols represent a unique number. Okay, and second fact is that when a symbol is symmetrical lines, then its half part represent half the number which you assume. Okay guys, this will clear to you when will I discuss example. Now see here example. Okay guys, suppose here In a zoo, there are certain numbers of animals are present. Their details are as follow. Okay, now I construct one table here in which I represent types of animals and their numbers. Okay guys, see here type of animals and here number of animals of that category. Okay guys, now here I assume in this zoo there are 50 tigers. Okay, and in this zoo there are 70 elephants. Okay guys, again I assume in this zoo there are 85 monkeys. Okay guys, I also assume in this zoo there are 25 deer. Okay guys, one thing you notice, plural of deer is also deer. Okay guys, now next you assume there are 40 camels are in this zoo. Okay guys, now you want to represent this data into form of pictograph, then how could you represent it guys? So as per definition, first of all you have to assume one symbol, okay, which represent here, suppose a 10 animals. Okay, now guys, see this one I assume a square. Okay, now guys, I represent this data into form of pictograph, then see how could I represent here. So first of all here I write type of animals. Okay, next I will write here number of animals. Okay guys, now see here, first I write tigers, then elephants, then monkeys, then deer, then camels. Okay guys, now so tigers are in number of 50 or this symbol represent 10, so just you divide number 50 by 10, so it becomes a 5. So I use here 5 square to represent this tiger. Okay guys, so each symbol value is 10, and when you add 10 plus 10 plus 10 such way in 5 times, so this becomes 50. Okay, so guys, what will the number of symbols for elephant? So 70 divided by 10, then 7. Okay, so suppose this one is a first, second symbol, third symbol, which is similar one, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay guys, now see guys, this 80 is not divisible by 10 completely. So how could you represent it by symbol? So up to 80 there are 8 symbols. Then for 5, this 5 we represent half symbol. Okay, why? I will explain here. See, first 8 symbols, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 guys. Okay guys, due to a space constraint I came here outside this boundary. You don't need to go outside this boundary, so you can make or extend like this. Okay, or I erase this one here, see. Okay, now this is covered up. Okay, see, now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay guys, you know this thing, this square has 4 symmetrical lines. Okay, or you have already watched my YouTube video based on symmetry. If you did not see till now, kindly see the link of that video is given in description box. Okay guys, now see, so this is symmetrical about this horizontal line, this one vertical line, and also about a diagonal line. Okay, so when you draw any one like this one half portion, so this represent a 5. Okay guys, so again for this deer 20, so you have to represent 2 squares and half a square also. Okay, so this value is also 25. For camel, this 40, you have to draw 4 squares here. Okay guys, see. So guys, in this way you can represent a given data in form of pictograph. Okay guys, in some examination, or you may ask this one, suppose this symbol is given to you, or somebody say to you one symbol value is 4. Okay, so what will be the value of this one? Okay guys, so this becomes 4 plus 4 plus 2, and this is equal to 10. Why? Because this half portion of this symbol represent 2, because this symbol is symmetrical about a vertical line. Okay guys, now next we start a bar graph. Okay, bar graph guys, it is a representation of data or information by using bars. Guys, bars are nothing, simply it is a rectangular shape. Okay guys, fact, when you draw a bar graph, bar's width must be constant, or you guys say same throughout in your representation of data. Okay, now second thing, bar spacing. Okay, so guys, what does mean by here bars spacing? So bars spacing, that is between two bars gap must be same. Okay, third point is the length or height of bars must be vary according to the data or information or numeric value or number, etc. Okay, so you can also say one thing, bars length is proportional to given data. Okay guys, so guys, this one is a symbol of proportionality. Okay guys, you can read it in higher classes. Now guys, see these three things here. Okay, so first of all, one is a bar width. So see, suppose here this one is a y-axis, this one is a x-axis. Okay, so or this one is a reference point. Okay, now suppose this one is a one bar here, or here is another bar. Okay, and this one is a another bar. Okay, so gap between these two, okay, must be same. Okay, suppose this one is a 2 centimeter, so this must be 2 centimeter. Okay, so guys, I think this point clear to you. Okay, and next this bar width, see here is a width of this bar. Okay, so this must be same. Suppose this represent A, this represent B, this represent C, so A equal to B equal to C. Suppose I have taken a base width is a 3 centimeter, so A equal to B equal to C equal to also a 3 centimeter. Okay guys, now the other thing is that the length of height of bar must be vary according to the data information or numeric value or number, etc. So guys, see I have used different here length, or you can say height, which is varies according to data. Okay, so this all will be clear to you when I will draw a bar graph. See here example. Guys, before going to example, you must know there are basically two types of bar graphs. Okay, first one is a vertical bar graphs and second one is a horizontal bar graph. Okay guys, the first one, vertical bar graph, in which the base of bar must be on x axis or parallel to x axis, or you can say horizontal line. Okay guys, the second thing is that the numeric value or quantity must be on y axis, or you guys say along y axis or parallel to y axis. Okay, next one is a horizontal bar graph. So horizontal bar graph, what's happening in this case? The base of bar must be on y axis and numeric value or data on x axis. So guys, this will be clear to you when I will explain example. See here example, zoom in a zoo various. Guys, see here type of animals and their numbers. Okay, so here we write number of animals. Okay guys, suppose here there are 50 tigers in this zoo, 60, or you can say there are 60 elephants in this zoo, 45, that is there are 45 monkeys in this zoo, and again there are 20 cows in this zoo, and here again you consider there are 40 lions in this zoo. Okay guys, so you have to construct like this one. Okay, we are making here table. Okay, so this one is a table. Guys, when you have a graph paper, then use graph paper to represent, okay, above information. So first of all, we here draw this information on graph paper for a vertical graph, okay, and next we will see how to draw a horizontal bar graph, simple plain paper, okay. So guys, see here, this one is a graph paper, okay. This graph paper, there are deep lines, okay, and distance between one to two deep lines is 1 centimeter, and another fainted line, see here to here, is a 0.5 centimeter, okay guys. So guys, first of all, what we will do, first of all, you have to define a unit. So I here represent 1 centimeter equal to 10 numbers of animals, okay, number of animals, okay. Next will be, you have to write a title. So our title of this information is types of animals in this zoo with their numbers. And second thing, now you must write what represent a x-axis, what represent a y-axis. So here y-axis, here we assume number of animals, okay, and x-axis basically represent a category or types here, okay. So here our category or types is type of animals, okay. Now guys, next what we will do, actually we are here discussing a vertical bar graph, okay. So guys, you first draw a one vertical line, okay, taking a deep line, okay. So see here how I am drawing here. See, this one is a y-axis, okay, and now guys, see here, this one is a x-axis, okay, or you can say horizontal line parallel to x-axis, okay. Now guys, we put a arrow marks here like this and here like this. It means it represents this line can be extended in this direction or in this direction up to infinity, okay. And cutting of these two lines is 0, or you can say a reference point. Next one is that this line and this line is also perpendicular to each other and making an angle of 90 degree. So guys, here we write type of animals. Next we will here write number of animals. Guys, consider this thing. Here I assume 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. So this length here to here is a 1 centimeter, or when you go ahead one steps, okay, so you move one more one, okay, meaning is that when you go up 10, then again it becomes 1, then 11. So this line is also divided into 10 equal parts. Okay, so when you go on this point, then you go up more 5 points. Okay, see here. So then what we write here? Here first one is our tiger. So we here write here tigers. Then we will here assume 1 centimeter suppose. So next we also assume a next 1 centimeter for a base of the bar. Okay, so next one is a elephant, and then here third one is a monkeys. So we write here monkeys. Okay, now fourth one is a cows. So we write here cows, and now our fifth one is a lion. Okay, so guys, see, I have made a mistake here. First, second, then third, then cow must be come here. Okay guys, so this one is a not a right place of cows, so cut it here, right cows. Okay, and next here is a lion. Okay, so guys, we erase the here what cows. Okay, so guys, this one is a base. Now go on this direction. So here to here 1 centimeter is equal to 10. So put one small lines here, 10, then 20, then again 30, then 40, then 50, then 60, then 70 or 80. So guys, one thing you note, the maximum value of animals in this zoo is 60. So you have to write more one number. You can write up to 70 or 80. Okay guys, this one is a correct way of writing. Second thing is that now I represent one by one. So first one is our tiger, which is in 50 number. So here you go up to 50, or here take a dot here, and guys, draw a line like this. Okay, again we draw a vertical lines, see, by a scale. So always put a scale like this. Okay, outside of boundary, so it will be easier to you to draw. Okay, so now 50. So next one is elephant, which is in 60 number. So go here and put 2 dots here to make a boundary point, and now make a rectangle here. See this one, also see this one. Now you can use a scale like this one, or if you have a practice, then simply draw a line here. Guys, now see 45. Okay, so if here, see, here is 40 and here is 50. So guys, what's happened here? See, this one is a line. Okay, this one is a 40, or here this one is a 50. So mid point is 45. So you go ahead 5 steps up here, 40 to 45. So we can write here like this one, or you can first draw 2 dots. I have a practice, so I just draw a line. Okay, you use a scale. Okay, see. Okay, now next one is a 20. 20 is what? Cows. So you go here 20. So first of all I put 2 dots. Okay, and now see this vertical line, this vertical line. Okay, or this also a vertical line. Guys, you use a scale. Okay, when you have a more practice, then you can use a freehand. Okay, now 40 is our line, so go here 40, this one 1 2 3 and 4 now. Okay, so this point and this point, or see here 40, so see this one is a vertical line, also this one is a vertical line, and now see this. Okay, so now our bar graph is prepared. Okay, now shade it. You can shade it by different colors. Okay, or like this also. So guys, what you see here, the base of this bar graph on x-axis. Okay, this x-axis and numeric value on y-axis. So you must remember, when base here, see right here, base on x-axis, then graph is a vertical bar graph. Okay guys, now guys, next we will see a horizontal bar graph. Okay guys, see here, these are the cows. Okay, these lions and these monkeys, this one is elephant, this one is a tigers. Okay, now what will you do when you don't have a graph paper? So how could you represent this one? See, I am representing a horizontal bar graph on simple paper. Okay, so this one is x-axis, this one is y-axis. Guys, see here, there are 5 types of animals, so you have to draw 10 here lines, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, or maintain gap between these two lines constant. Okay, now again see, I represent here 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 70. Okay guys, next see, now base will become on y-axis in case of a horizontal bar graph. So here you must write number of animals. Okay, write types of animal. Okay, now guys, see, the tigers are in 50 number, so you draw here dot line like this one. Okay, or make a horizontal line like this one. Okay, so this represent a 50, then again 60. See here, I have written wrong, 50, again here 60, then here 70. Okay, so for 60 elephant, one step you left it. Okay, because you have to maintain gap between two bar same. Okay, so elephant 60, here is 60, so go here like this, see this one. Okay, now monkey 45, so this one is a midpoint, so go here, draw a line like this one, or you can use a scale also. Okay, now for a 20, this one is a 20 is what? Cows. So we draw, see, you can use such a scale. Okay, and draw a line like here, see, this one is a 20, then again we draw a line like this one. Okay, so you can also use a scale. Okay guys, now lines, so there are 40 lions, okay, in this zoo. So this number is 40, so corresponding a small line here which represent the width of the bar. Okay, now see, all bars are completed now. Set it like this one. Okay, so this bar represent tiger. Okay, or you can say tigers. This one represent elephants. Okay, and guys, this one represent monkeys, or this one represent cows, or this one represent lions. Okay guys, so guys, in this way you can draw a horizontal bar graph on plain paper. Okay, what is missing here? I have not defined here. 1 centimeter equal to 10 number of animals. So title, type of animals with their numbers in this zoo. Okay, so guys, this is all about bar graphs. In examination, this graph will be given to you, or somebody asked to you. Okay, this information suppose not given you. Okay, so guys, which animals are maximum in this zoo? So you must know the maximum length or height of the bar represent the maximum number of animals here. Okay, so see this one length is more, so elephant is more. Okay, so your answer is elephant animal. And what is their number? So there are 60 numbers of elephant. Okay, again somebody ask you which animal is least in this zoo. Okay, so you again go which bar length is or height is low. So this one is low, so cow is in least number. Okay, and again you go here to down, this number is 20, so you can say there are 20 cows in this zoo. Okay, so different types of question you can ask you. Okay, suppose somebody asks you what is the difference between the maximum and least number of animals which are present in this zoo. So elephant is in 50 number here, or cow is in 20 number, so difference is 30. So various type of question could be asked from you by giving you a vertical bar graph and horizontal bar graph. Okay guys.